Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys. What are you talking about?
Hey, everybody. Welcome into The Arena, a Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast. This is episode 137. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley of Burleyman Gaming. Burley, how are you?
Doing good. How are you, Expat?
I'm doing pretty good. It was an interesting day, obviously, you know. So, yeah. It was a fun day for me. But yeah, we got a great show for you. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Obviously, in the intro there, we had Pikmin 4 that's coming. So we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Direct that happened this past week. We're going to talk about that. Also, some smaller stories that happened besides the Direct. We're going to talk about the Xbox Game Pass price hikes that are coming. Final Fantasy 16 reviews are in. We're going to talk about those, as well as Burley's got some gameplay footage from his gameplay of Final Fantasy 16. We're going to talk about that. And then, of course, we're going to get into the topic of the show, which is obviously the Nintendo Direct, and talk about what was announced there, as well as our picks of the week later on in the show. But before we get into all of that and the games that we have been playing this past week, here is a brief word for all of you audio and video listeners out there about where you can find the podcast.
Crew discuss what they've been playing. This episode of The Arena, a Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast, ad-free version in audio and video formats, will be going to Patreon after being recorded. So if you would like to support the show and become a patron at the entry Tier 1 level at $1 per month, and get every episode including exclusive ad-free post-show content in video format when recorded, please visit patreon.com/thearenaproductions for further details. The audio version of the podcast will be uploaded to all free podcast services, where you can find us on any podcast app for iOS or Android, and in the video version will be on our YouTube channel, The Arena Productions. For the audio version, just download your favorite podcast app and search for The Arena, a Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast. Subscribe, follow us, post a review, and leave us questions, comments, and feedback if you like, if that feature is available there, and spread the word about the podcast. We also have a Discord called The Arena Productions, where you can join and chat with the Arena Productions community, and the podcast audio website is at thearenapodcast.podbean.com, where you can follow us and leave questions and comments as well. For all information regarding the podcast and our entertainment and pop culture related content, along with our blog and forums, visit the official website of The Arena Productions at www.thearenaproductions.com. Finally, you can also follow us on Twitter at The Arena AMPGNP, as well as on Instagram at The Arena_podcast. Now, back to the show.
Okay, I want to welcome in Z. Thank you so much for coming in, Z. Of course, Cammy Reaper, thank you so much for showing up and being a part of the show as well. Thank you so much. Yeah, so it's time to talk about the games that we've been playing this past week. And I tried a game today, Burley. Yeah, it's on Game Pass, obviously. It's
partial nudity.
Amnesia the Bunker. I mean, this game is interesting. Obviously, it's like World War I era, and you're it's World War I, of course, and you're in the trenches, and then you go into this bunker and all, and then there's like a paranormal activity going on in this bunker. The cool thing about the game is that you have to adapt to the environment. You have to basically, learn to adapt to survive in this environment. So there's lots of like puzzles and everything. But my biggest pet peeve about this game, Burley, is how the controller picks up items. I mean, it's just like you're trying to push boxes, and then you have to hit the right button, then you have to move the right thumbstick and everything, and it's a pain in the ass. It really is. I just don't like having to pick up items. Like picking up a shovel is kind of a work, and then you have to play with the D-pad to reposition the shovels and all. Running.
So this isn't going to win best controls for the game of the year.
No, obviously not. But I mean, running and crouching and things like that is not a big problem. But I mean, just handling things with the controller, I just don't like it. Other than that, I mean, the game seems to be fun, and learning how to adapt and everything, and survival. One other pet peeve I just want to say before you get to your game, Burley, is, for example, you come up to a table and there's a box of, the weapon cartridge, case there, for bullets. And you think, oh, okay, cool. There's going to be like at least, 30, 40 rounds in this box. There's only one bullet.
So,
I mean, it's like one box equals one bullet to put in your, six bullet revolver. It's just amazing. It's like, what? Yeah, that's just, I thought that was, surprising at best. But anyway, I'm going to continue with it and see how it goes. But Amnesia, the Bunker was my game. So it's time for your game, Burley. What do you have for us? Obviously,
well, we have Final Fantasy 16. I streamed this when it came out. I picked this. Yep. I got my my deluxe edition with the steel book and the map.
Cool.
So here I recorded a couple, like 4 minutes, I think, of gameplay footage here.
Mm-hmm.
So this has been this game I've been really excited for. Playing the demo was I really did like the demo, and you continue off straight. If you finish the demo, you continue right from there, so you don't have to replay the intro, which was nice, and they give you a couple items.
Mm-hmm.
So this you can definitely tell this was done by the MMO people.
Okay.
That made Final Fantasy 14,
mm-hmm.
and that is not a bad thing. Things flow well in this. The gameplay flows really well between gameplay, story, and like. Areas don't feel too big for their own good. Yeah. So far, the areas have felt as a good size. The combat is a lot of fun, and as I'm like a couple hours in, it is just a lot of fun with all the different abilities you can get and be buying and then trying them out. If you don't like them, you can do some refunding of abilities. You can upgrade and master them.
Right.
So it is a lot of fun. So you play with what you want and find your play style. You can upgrade like your equipment. You if you like this piece of, like, let's say you find a sword that gives you plus 10 every time you strike, you get 10 health back. You can upgrade your equipment and just keep getting it up higher levels and grades, so that way it's a better equipment. So if you found something you like, not necessarily, I got to get rid of this to get the another sword that's more powerful. No, I can upgrade it and keep using what I want.
Right. Now, what are these people doing on the side here? They have this green glowing. Like...
They're using little crystal shards, and they're just doing maintenance around the area.
I see. Okay.
It's nice to see Final Fantasy go back to a fantasy route. This is old school fantasy, and like the politics in this will remind you of Game of Thrones. So you will get that Game of Thrones vibe. I'm very interested with where I'm at in the game to see how the story is going to unfold.
Nice.
The only like little negatives that I have is I wish, like, I like playing as the character Clive here. He is a lot of fun, but I really wish I could play as Sid is one of your party members. I'd love to play as Sid and use his abilities and all that. And even I'd love to play as the dog, Torgal. But the nice thing is, with Torgal, when you're in combat with him, you can use the D-pad and stuff and issue commands. Like, you can get him to do healing for you. You can get him to do special attacks, sick him. All that is just a lot of fun.
Nice. Now, have there been any time jumps in the game yet?
Yes, in the
Okay.
beginning, you start out as the younger, and then
Okay.
you jump time, and
Okay.
so there have been
Yeah.
time jumps. Here's me just showing that was the ability grid and all this, and just showing you the different menus.
Nice. The hunter and the hunted. I like that. Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So yeah, Final Fantasy 16.
16.
I was gonna say
No.
13. No.
We don't want to go.
16, yeah.
Don't remind me of
Yeah.
13. Don't remind me.
No. I don't want to do that. Yeah. So anyway, cool. All right. So how is it compared to 15? 16. How is it compared to the last one?
Combat is much better than 15. I
Mhm.
liked 15, and I like 15's combat. This I'm liking this one flows better than 15.
Mhm.
Like the nice thing is because of the whole MMO, so you're doing like because it's made by the MMO team, they're realizing nobody cares and wants to run and walk and do all this stuff. So you got the fast track, like because the world map, you're not exploring this per se. You've got the places you're getting told where you're going on your world map. You
Right.
over with the deep with the thumbstick, hit X. You're going there, and then you're in that area, and it loads quick. You load into the game quick. It really uses that SSD.
Okay. Kind of like how the Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart uses it.
Yeah.
In the same way.
I wouldn't be surprised if they reached out to Insomniac and be like, "Hey, how did you
Yeah.
guys you guys took advantage of this the best? How can we?"
Yeah. All right. So thank you for that, Burley, and thank you for the gameplay there. So now it's time to get into the weekly news beat, and of course, Xbox. You kind of figured with the Game Pass, with all these games that are coming out, the Xbox Game Showcase, it was really good. You had all these games that are going to be coming to Game Pass. You kind of figured that they were going to have a price hike, and actually the consoles, especially the Series X, is going to be going up in price as well. And we're going to talk about that now. So I will give you video viewers the link to the Polygon story here, and I'm going to read a little bit of that for you. So yes, Xbox Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate monthly subscriptions will increase $1 and $2 respectively. So let me go ahead and throw up our image here. Yes, and that means Xbox Game Pass will go up to $10.99 per month, and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which grants every level of access the Game Pass system offers, will now be at $16.99 per month. But the PC Game Pass subscription will remain unchanged at $9.99. That's interesting. Prices take effect on July 6th. Those who have subscribed on an annual basis will see the price change take effect once that subscription comes up for renewal. And also the Series X, as I mentioned earlier, will be going up to £479.99 in the UK and €549 in certain European Union markets. And in Australia, it's going to be $799. Yes. Yeah. And also in Canada, it's supposedly going up as well. So, yeah, it doesn't say how much in Canada, but yeah, it'll be going up there too. And I think the price has also increased here in Japan as well too. Yeah, I don't know, Burley. I mean, with all of these games coming out, and I'm going to go ahead and show you all the from the Xbox Game Showcase. These are a lot of the games that were shown there that are going to be available day one on Game Pass. I mean, you kind of figure that they were going to have to raise prices at some point. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, on the to go the Game Pass thing, you knew they were going to raise the prices. My kind of thing is, I wish Microsoft would just come out in front and send an email to all the Game Pass subscribers, letting us know that this is coming. Like, I haven't seen an email on my account, and it's like, why not just send this? Why do I have to hear from all these other gaming articles and all that? But it makes surprise. They haven't increased prices really, and so why it makes sense that they're going to increase them, especially with the amount of games and deals they're having to make to get all these games on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have to increase prices. But the real interesting thing is PC is not changing. PC Game Pass is still
That's interesting.
staying at $10 a month.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if it's because not as many of these games are hitting PC day one Game Pass, the PC Game Pass. So their justification is, well, you're not getting Persona 3 Reloaded on the PC Game Pass day one. So
Right.
you're not getting this, you're not getting that, you're not getting this. So
Right.
it's not as many, and it's mainly just like our first parties like Starfield, Forza.
Yeah. Now in Canada, Burley, do you have access to the yearly subscription to Game Pass, or is it a month-to-month basis type of thing there?
It's month to month.
Month to month, yeah.
Yeah, it's something I personally hate. I like buying.
Yeah.
Like this is the thing when I said with PlayStation did right with the few things they did do right of their extra premium is they're like, hey, you buy it all up front, you save a little.
Well, here in Japan, you have the option to get like a 3-month ultimate subscription, but I mean, it's generally month to month, and that's where I kind of wish, like internationally they would have it to where you have the option for the like a yearly subscription, because then you could save money there, instead of having to pay month to month anyway.
Yeah, but the one thing people have been saying, just so people do know on this, you can buy you can still buy the 3-month cards, or digitally online on the Microsoft Store and stuff like that, and you'll still get it cheaper. So if you want to get it a little cheaper for the next 3 months before the price increase, buy the card pass. And Reaper says in the chat, we have that in the UK. I get my Ultimate Pass 3 months at a time.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I have it on my credit card, and just do it. I would love to, like, I just logged in right now just to see if I could do the yearly, seeing if maybe they changed it. It's like, no. It's
the same here in Japan. I have, I have like the month-to-month subscription, so unfortunately, but anyway. But it's not too bad. But anyway, of course, if you're a Game Pass subscriber, I'm sure you're getting a lot out of it, and $1 or $2 a month, probably won't hurt too much, but still, the prices are going up. So anyway, that was in the news this week. Now,
as for the console part, that didn't surprise me, because remember, PlayStation had already increased in every market but the US.
Yeah,
we all praised Microsoft for not doing it. I think because they are trying to make a profit on these boxes. They know in other areas, as they've said, with Phil Spencer has said, we're not doing as well in these other areas compared to PlayStation. I think they're just like, you know what? We have to raise our prices. We keep making profit on these boxes because of the inflation and the higher cost to make them.
Right. Okay, let's move on. Let's go ahead and get back. Burley, you showed your gameplay of Final Fantasy 16, and we got the review roundup of Final Fantasy 16, and I will show all of you video viewers here the PCGamer.com article where you can go and check out those, and I'm going to read a little bit of them for you as we play some more gameplay from Final Fantasy 16. So anyway, there were some obviously, the IGNs and all of them, they're pretty much like 9 out of 10, obviously. But there were a couple that were like in the middle of the pack. For example, Eurogamer gave it a 3 out of 5. The reviewer says, quote, "A smart combat system straining under the weight of a characterful but ponderous pseudo-medieval soap opera," end quote. So, yeah. So anyway, with Push Square gave it a 9 out of 10, saying, quote, "With 16, it feels like Final Fantasy is focused again." So, he was far more positive about Final Fantasy 16's narrative. Quote, "Its character-driven story is grand and intoxicating. Its fantastical world building is brilliant, and it's fit to burst with glorious battles," end quote. He agreed that the side quests left something to be desired, however, with particular early ones being quite, quote, mind-numbingly dull, end quote, and calling out the quality difference between the main story and side quests. So that was from Robert Ramsey over at Push Square. And then, of course, obviously, IGN 9 out of 10. Quote, Final Fantasy 16 will very likely be looked back upon as a turning point for mainline Final Fantasy games, end quote, from Mitchell Salzman over at IGN. And then just to go through some of the others, The Gamer gave it a 9 out of 10. Games Radar Plus gave it a 4.5 out of 5. And Digital Trends gave it a 3 out of 5, saying, quote, Final Fantasy 16 delivers when it comes to spectacular action, but dated design and shallow RPG systems drag down a promising blockbuster, end quote. So, Burley, what are your thoughts on this? Since you're actually playing this right now, what are your thoughts on some of these reviews?
I get it. Like, I'm gonna make the mention with the side quests. Yeah, the side quests, you can tell the difference because I've done a couple side quests. But the side quests in this are the ones I've done. I'm still early in the game. Like, if you count my demo time with the demo and the time I streamed, I'm probably about 8 or 9 hours in the game. The side quests are very basic, but they're very quick. They're not long side quests, and so yeah, it's side quests. In a lot of games, side content is either hit or friggin' miss.
Mm-hmm.
The reviews overall make sense to me, and like the one that gave it like a 3 out of 5, and
Eurogamer and Digital Trends, yes.
I can understand if the story is not for you, the story is not for you. I can understand that. I like
ponderous pseudo medieval soap opera.
Yeah, I just said, as I said, it's basically Game of Thrones. So if you play the demo, you'll know what I mean, and then when you get to the full game, you'll definitely know what I mean, because they don't try and hide it.
Yeah.
But the reviews make sense to me, and I have read some reviews. Some people are praising it, and then you get people that are not happy because it has changed. This one it's not turn-based, and it's like Final Fantasy hasn't been turn-based in years.
Right.
So they're going in on this, but yeah.
I love the open world aspect to all of this. I mean, So, is it the best Final Fantasy game ever? I don't know. I mean, I'll leave that for everybody else to decide. But I mean, this one looks beautiful, and the combat seems really fun, like you were saying, Burley. So.
The combat is addictive, and Reaper just stepped away to get some dinner, but Z's also listening in. When I was streaming this game, I had to stop. Like, I had to stop myself. I was addicted.
Yeah.
Playing. It was like, I want to go another mission, but I know, like, I stopped, I think it was like 6 or 7 in the afternoon. If I would have kept going, I would have been there till 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
Playing, and then like, oh.
Now, as we're watching this, I mean, are all these numbers to be flashing here really, really necessary? I don't know.
Yes and no.
It's
the
just a
numbers
pet peeve of
there
mine,
when you're that's because you staggered an enemy,
right?
So you can really do the damage, and showing you with the different attacks you're doing, you're getting a 1.3 bonus, 1.4, 1.2. To your attack damage. Yeah, like I get it. It does get a little.
Yeah, I mean, because in the heat of combat, I mean, you're not really looking at those numbers. So that's just me. That's just a pet peeve. But yeah. Anyway, good stuff.
Right. But I will let you guys know when I do eventually finish the game, what I think of where it stands in the series. Yeah. This to me, I say so far from what I've played, did a good job. If you're on the fence of the game, because it's only on the PS5, download the demo, because you tried and play the demo. If you like the demo, the nice part is it gives you the first bit of the game, and then when you buy the disc or digital download, it's like, oh, you have the demo in here? Take your save. Here, continue.
Yeah.
You get some stuff.
That's
and
nice.
You
Yeah.
bypass the first bit. You don't have to play it again, which is nice. Like, this is one thing I've been loving. Square did it with the original Octopath Traveler, Dragon Quest 11. I know I'm forgetting like one or two other games I'm sure have done it, where they give you, here's the first couple hours of the game, play the demo. If you have to save, it imports in. You don't have to replay this.
Yeah.
So play our demo. We think you'll like it. You get rewarded.
Yep. And for all of you that to watch all of our other content on the Arena Productions here, obviously we have a show called Extra Take, which is a supplemental series to the Arena Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast. And of course, Burley will be doing an extra take with his gameplay footage that we'll be putting up here to the Arena Productions. And it will also go to our Patreon as well. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming sometime probably early next week.
Yep.
So yeah, we're looking forward to that. So, okay, everyone. Okay, Burley. Of course, I've got my Mario hat on for this episode. We're going to get into Nintendo Direct now. And I'm just we've got to let all of you know, we're going to be showing a lot of the trailer footage from the Direct. And we're going to be talking about a lot of the games that were shown at the Direct. So let's get right into it. But before we get into the actual footage of a lot of the gameplay, I just want to ask you, Burley. So this is our topic of the show. And of course, you can check out all of the games that were announced from Digital Trends. And the link for all of you video viewers is below here. So you can check out everything that was announced. But anyway, Burley, my question to you is, how would you rate this Nintendo Direct when it comes to all of the other showcases that we had the past week?
Yeah, this because we've been talking about this before we started recording and picking through the topics and news stories this week. Mm-hmm. This is definitely in the top 3 showcases that we've had. I think Microsoft had the best. I would put this at a number 2.
Okay.
Which is a very strong number 2.
Okay.
This was a very good event.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and give some of the descriptions of what was shown. Of course, the first thing we got was a deep dive into Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's expansions. Of course, Area Zero, which is interesting. I mean, because obviously it's now summer here in Japan. Of course, the summer season, I should say. And during the summer season, of course, there's a lot of Matsuri, festivals and things like that. So it kind of has that vibe to it. So we got the teal mask and the indigo disc. So what can you talk about for these 2 expansions here, Burley?
So we know the teal mask is coming fall, and the other one is coming in winter. And it has been revealed through data miners and stuff, some of the Pokemon we're getting that weren't in Scarlet and Violet that are coming in. So you got classic Pokemon from like Dugong from Generation 1. You got Milotic from Generation 3. You've got stuff going up to, I think it was Gen 5. So there was a good amount of Pokemon. I think it was like 230 Pokemon confirmed that are coming with the first DLC, which is nice, and a few new mons that'll be joining the Pokedex. So if you thought you had the full dex for the Paldea region, think again. You got to get back out there. A few new mons. Yeah.
And this looks like there'll be a lot of like Pokemon battles in these arena areas here. So but fall, Burley, I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, if your main console is Nintendo, obviously you're going to be invested in a lot of this. But I mean, if you're a multi-platform gamer, I don't know, man. I mean, fall is stacked. I mean, with all the games coming, you got Spider-Man 2 coming on PlayStation. You've got Starfield on Xbox. I mean,
and then how many other games in October? October is the most packed month.
Right. And this is coming in the fall, so.
Yeah, we don't know. Is this coming like this coming September? This coming October? When is this coming? I'm hoping not October, because if it's in October, I might not have a chance to play this when this first comes. Like this, I'm interested in. I am a huge Pokemon fan.
Yeah.
Scarlet and Violet, I had some stuff I liked, but I had my problems.
Yeah.
So I'd be interested to see when it comes. And this game.
Yeah. We get Sonic. Yeah. Yep, good old Sonic. Yeah.
You remember how I told you I got a little rant for one of these games?
Yes.
Before we recorded? This is the one.
Go for it. Yeah.
So we got shown off this. It's the release date was revealed after.
Yeah.
It's coming October 17th. So it's coming in good old, what I like to call Broketober.
Right.
But do you know what they're charging for this game?
Enlighten me, Burley. How much are they charging?
They're charging the full price.
Yeah.
So here in Canada, $90 for a 2D Sonic game.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
No, this should have been like a $39 before tax game at most.
Right. Right.
Like this should be just a small digital download. This is Sega is like, I was so excited for this. Sega just pulled the rug under me and be like, okay, now I don't care.
Yeah. Then we get a Cozy Life is around the corner. So, yeah, what's interesting about this from Singularity 6 and Palia here? Palia really reminds me, the character design and all reminds me of Fortnite. I don't know about you, but it's very Fortnite-ish. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I was going to say, I can see the Fortnite where you think Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite characterization meets, of course, kind of like Dobutsu no Mori. It's Dobutsu no Mori is like the game where you're on an island and you're growing crops and everything, and you're taking care of animals and everything, but in this you're crafting, you're building areas of a certain part of the world. So yeah, seems like fun. But yeah, okay. Here's the big one here. So yeah, Persona 5 Tactica. And of course this is coming to the other consoles as well. But yeah, what do you think of this, Burley? This is going to be great.
Yeah, we got that. We got a little bit more gameplay and a little bit more to this trailer than we saw in the Xbox event.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it looks good. This is coming in November. Thankfully, it's not like mid-November. I think it's like the 17th.
Right. But are people going to play this on the Switch, though? That's the interesting thing. I think this is going to be huge on PlayStation, but
it's going to be huge on Game Pass because this is day one.
It's day one Game Pass. Yeah.
That's how I'm going to play it. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to spend $90 on this. I'm just going to Game Pass it.
Yeah.
When I get to it. So
yeah. Well, we're gonna talk about this toward the end of the show, but we have a special guest that's going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks, and maybe she'll have some things to say about what specific platform this might do the best on. We shall see. But anyway, and we'll talk about that later. But anyway, November 17th.
And it's like not something I. Very cool. I hope this game's good, and who knows? Maybe as we see more,
yeah,
I could be turned around and want to pick this up.
Yeah. Yeah, I do I do love this like Saturday morning cartoon type of art style, like some Myth Force available this year. So, but yeah, it reminds me of the 90s type of the cartoon style. And then of course Splatfest, another Splatfest is coming. So Splatoon 3's next Splatfest is vanilla versus strawberry versus mint chip.
Ooh.
So yeah. It's going to run from July 14th through July 16th, and I know a lot of kids out here in Japan are going to get into that, and a lot of the kids at my schools are hounding me to get into this to play with them. So I'm probably going to do that.
Yeah, and I think, and didn't they talked a little bit about the first DLC?
Yeah, they did. So yeah, and we'll see that as I think they show a little bit of it during the trailer.
Yeah, and then. Yep, July 14th, the first for the Splatfest.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Splatoon for like it looks fun, just not not my kind of game, but I can see this is going to be
Yeah.
big, especially like for you out in Japan with all the kids and all that.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
this and I've played it. It's fun. I mean, it's Splatoon basically on another level. So yeah, and these Splatfests are really fun too. So yeah, and then next up, Burley, more Pokemon. Yeah, what do we got here? Yeah,
This Pokemon game. I always forget the name of this Pokemon Cafe game.
mm-hmm.
Or no, this isn't the Cafe game. Sorry, this is Detective Pikachu
Right.
2. So people have been wanting a sequel because like it came out on the 3DS. So you're getting.
And I'm sorry. I was just gonna say it was first announced back in 2019, I think. Right? Yeah.
Something like around there, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's been a while, and that's something we have seen with other games that are getting in this direct. That
Yeah.
some of the stuff they've had in the burners for a while, didn't want to give too much or not announce, and then just finally show.
Yeah. So Tim Goodman again as Pikachu's voice. Yeah. So
I know people were upset that it wasn't Danny DeVito.
yeah.
There was a whole thing when the first game came out. That people wanted it to be Danny DeVito. I don't know why.
Yeah. But anyway, it comes out on October 6th. Yeah.
So another game in October. Like,
yeah, another game in October.
now the thing that really surprised me here.
Yes. Super Mario RPG. Yes. This game obviously originally came out on the Super Famicom out here in Japan. And of course, the Super Famicom is out in the West called the SNES. So yeah. So yes. Comes out on the 17th of November.
Same day as Persona 5 Tactics. And I'm sorry, Persona 5 Tactics. This game I already have pre-ordered.
Okay.
Yeah, because Nintendo, the thing is they did the voucher system. So you can buy the vouchers and get 2 games cheaper. This is a game I have not finished, but I loved playing. And like, I actually first got to play this years ago when I was a kid growing up at some place, and it was a lot of fun. And I remember this is one of the first games I bought on the. Well, I was in a hospital.
Where was it? Come on, Burley.
I was in a hospital.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing major, but it was like they did
Okay.
it because I was a kid. So I had this, SimCity, and F-Zero.
Nice. Okay.
I think you can tell I put more time into this. I played this, and then when I got my Wii, this was one of the first games I bought on Virtual Console.
Cool.
When it was on there.
Cool. Yeah.
And people have been wanting this game to be on the Nintendo Online. Now it makes sense why they didn't. They're doing the full remake. This just looks gorgeous.
Yeah, so we see a lot of classic characters re-envisioned here in a new, more modern, chibi style. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah.
Did you ever play this game back in the day?
Oh, yes. Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, I wasn't a kid, Burley. I had already finished college at that time. So, but anyway.
What are you talking about? I thought you're only like 6-7 years older than me.
No, I'm a little bit older than that, Burley. Yes. And before we get into the Batman Arkham series here, they did also announce a new Peach game that's going to be coming. So that's going to be coming in 2024. So they announced that too. And of course the Arkham trilogy here, which I don't know, man. It's like, who's going to play this on the Switch?
Yeah, this one surprised me. It's like, why would you port the Arkham games now?
Yeah.
They are so, like, I'm guessing because Gotham Knights did not do well.
Mm-hmm.
It did not hit and do well. And people are not looking forward to Suicide Squad. So I think they're trying to get any positive news they can. And it's like, if they've ported it everywhere else, we don't have it on the Switch. It's like, I wouldn't, if I was going to play these game portable, Steam Deck.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and like I'm pretty sure I know 2 of them are verified. I can't remember if all of them are Deck verified, but by now I would imagine so.
Yeah. Is Gotham Knights going to come to the Switch?
Oh God, I know. I don't think.
know,
And
but,
if it does, for the love of God, do not play it on the Switch. You shouldn't play the game anyways. If you play it on the Switch, good luck getting 7 FPS.
Okay, but then again, Burley, there might be some kids out there that they want to play Batman on the Switch because the Switch is the only console they have. So
True.
who knows? But yeah, so another turn-based game. Who needs that?
You know, Carl is going to be in the comment section on that.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. But anyway, yeah. So
Well, this was something with the Direct. They are showing different titles for different genres.
Yeah.
They're not just going, you know, the generic family-friendly Nintendo. They're getting good third parties, getting a variety. So this was something why I say, like, this was in the second place for me out of all the events, all this in the last while. Because
So
Nintendo had
I was
good
gonna say
variety.
Gloomhaven, September 18th. Yeah. So yeah, card and turn-based style game there. So
Reaper likes the look of it.
yeah. And then of course, so we get some Ubisoft in here. Of course, Just Dance 2024. We get Miley Cyrus, and we get K-pop in this as well. So, and it's said that they're always going to be adding songs to this as well. So, yeah.
They know people will pay for it. And like these games do sell.
Yeah.
So like I remember when the Wii U was still out and relevant, they were still porting versions of Just Dance to the Wii because the Wii version was selling, outselling the Wii U.
Yeah.
So this makes sense, and I think Just Dance actually does quite well on the Switch because you've got the big install base, and instead of holding like the DualSense, you're holding a Joy-Con is much easier.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I remember when my kids were growing up, they didn't play the dance games, but they played like the Taiko no Tatsujin. It's like the drum game. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, okay. Now, this is one that I was gonna say it reminded me of a certain game. Trying to remember which one. Kind of a cross. I was trying to remember which one was it, but trying to remember. Anyway, kind of.
Oh,
yeah,
this
go ahead.
Is your typical, from what we've seen here, your typical dungeon crawler. Kind of reminds me of what those games. Reaper says gives them vibes of Fantasy Life.
Yeah.
I was gonna say kind of like, for even though I haven't played them, but those Odyssey games, E3 and Odyssey.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, kind of a more of a cartoonish style of like a gosh darn it. I hate when that happens. It's like something's on the top of your head and it just doesn't come out.
It doesn't want to come.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's I was gonna say. In Japanese we say Kimetsu no Yaiba, which is the Demon Slayer series. So a little bit of that kind of reminded me of Demon Slayer, but yeah. So.
This game, you know, is going to be huge. The whole farming sim and stuff.
Oh yeah,
part of it because of how big this is. I can already see a bunch of Twitch streamers I know that are going to be this game is going to be pre-ordered up the wazoo.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about this Direct. I mean, you had a bunch of like farming sims, you know, like the one game earlier, you know, that kind of like I said reminded me of Fortnite. Yeah, that one was more of a farming sim as well. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Hot Wheels Unleashed. Yeah, this is one I'm really looking forward to. So this is really cool.
I heard the first game was really good.
Yeah. So, yeah, because I loved to play with Hot Wheels when I was a little kid. So
I love that.
Yeah.
But the annoying part of, you know, spending the when you're a kid, it didn't seem so long of spending like an hour and a half getting the tracks set up right.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the racing aspect of it all, and then manic mechanics here. This is pretty cool. So doing mechanical work, and you have to be careful because you can get severely injured.
Oh yeah. Well, this is Overcooked with cars, and that's not
Overcooked with cars.
I've had fun with my times with Overcooked. So this. Hey, another game like it, and you can play with friends. Good. This one.
And then Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, getting more DLC here. So
and they're doing a demo now. The game has been out for a while. They're now doing a demo, and the only reason they're doing that is this game did not sell well for Ubisoft. So
it's titled The Last Spark Hunter. So that's what it's called.
They're trying to get people to come to this.
Yeah, the demo is available now on the eShop. So go and check that out. Yeah.
Now this one.
More Dragon Quest. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a subset series. I don't think we've had one of these games that I can remember over here, I think, since the DS.
Yeah.
The Dragon Quest Monster series.
Yeah.
So you're using it's basically Pokemon. You're capturing monsters, taming them, and fighting other monsters.
Yeah, comes on December 1st.
Yeah, this game I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Yep, it's typical Dragon Quest. Yeah. So
get your favorite monsters, slimes, and all that.
Yeah. I got to get back to Dragon Quest 11. So
that was such a good game. It's such a good game.
Yeah. Look forward to that. So it kind of I was a little surprised December 1st, but
hey,
again,
give me more time.
Yeah.
Look at how busy we are in September, October, and November.
Yeah, that's the good thing. That's a good thing. I mean, by the time December comes around, this would be something that a lot of people are going to be playing. So, yeah.
This is still the trailer.
Still Dragon Quest. So the end of the trailer here for Dragon Quest Monsters. So, December 1st. So, really excited for that. Okay, so here's Pikmin. Yeah. Pikmin. So, Pikmin 4. Yeah.
Yep.
So, Pikmin 4, exactly 1 month away from release. We got an in-depth showcase, of course, on this here at the Direct. So we learn more about what the game's moment-to-moment gameplay looks like. At a base level, it's similar to the first 3 games in the series, but stands out thanks to how players can use Ochi to traverse, go underground to explore more intense dungeons, and engage in new Dandori battles, or in Japanese pronunciation, Dandori. Yes. Players can now also explore the planet they are stuck on during the night. That's a cool thing. Like during this trailer, you could see them, like at night, doing tasks and stuff. That was pretty cool. So now you can actually do night missions and stuff as well as during the day. But you're going to need the help of new glow Pikmin to help fight off enraged enemies. Yeah. So it's going to be released for the Nintendo Switch, obviously, on the 21st of July. So July, this is probably the big game. What do you think, Burley? Yeah.
Well, this is the big game for July. Like, this was a smart time to release this. This actually has me excited for Pikmin. I have not actually ever played Pikmin. I own Pikmin 3 on the Wii U. Have not sat and played any of them.
Yeah.
But
the demo for Pikmin also will be released on the 28th of this month. So next week. Yeah.
But that's not the only thing we got for Pikmin.
Yeah.
They did a little surprise here that that I didn't see coming. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah.
I think was a good move on Nintendo. We'll see it very, very shortly here, but they're releasing Pikmin 1 and 2. They just did directly on the eShop. You can buy the bundle or buy them. The physical cartridge, though, for it is not coming till the end of September. So if you want it physically, that was so dumb. Like for Metroid, when they announced Metroid Prime, they were like, you can buy it now digitally or wait 2 weeks and get it physically.
Yeah.
That's what they should like. I don't know what the holdup for the Pikmin was, but this does have me interested in Pikmin.
Yeah, and HD versions of 1 and 2. So.
Yeah, and I had a friend of mine that picked them up, and I was watching him play some last night, and they do look like the first game he was streaming or playing. It looked really, it did look good, and it looked like, and they added stuff like you can actually use the right thumbstick to move the camera. So, because you didn't have that on the GameCube. So it's like they have done some quality of life improvements because they're taking, I think it's the Wii version. So you have if you want to use the Joy-Cons, get the motion controls going.
Right.
They've added to it, which is really nice to see.
Yeah. Yeah, here's some of the night stuff here now. You got the night, the glowing Pikmin now.
They look like ghosts because they have no feed.
Yeah.
So I'm terrified when they die because, like, as you know, when the Pikmin die, they get the little ghost thing.
Yeah.
Of them. So I can't imagine what it's going to look like this. And this time, you can put them together and use them as an energy ball to attack.
Right.
But you're going in people's houses. This
it's gonna be fun.
These games are very, really more chill and relaxing games.
Right.
There's nothing wrong. This does look like a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, July 21st. Yeah, it's gonna be big out here in Japan. It's gonna be huge. And then of course we get the Metal Gear collections here. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection, Volume 1.
Yeah,
so,
we got the release date too for this.
Yeah.
Coming in October 24th. So 4 days after Spider-Man in another game. It's like, frig. I'm telling you now, October is called Broketober. So it's nice to see this is not just, this is coming to the Switch.
Yeah.
But like, this surprised me. We were getting this, and they showed more of this collection than what we got shown at the PlayStation showcase it was initially revealed at.
Yeah.
It's neat and all, but this is not something I need day one.
Yeah, and you get the graphic novel here too.
Yeah, you get the graphic first 2 graphic novels, I think.
Yeah.
We do know, because people have data mined, there is they did let us know people data mined and found out a little bit of Volume 2.
Okay.
That you are getting Metal Gear Solid 4 because that was only on the PS3.
Yeah.
So that is going to be on there.
I'm just interested. I'm just interested to see how this sells. I mean, really. I mean, like you said, Broketober. I mean, these games were on the Vita too. So, I mean.
Oh yeah, because they had the PS3 / Vita collection back in the day.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's when I played some of them. So, I mean, Oh, this game, I love this. This was. I have to say, besides what we're going to see later at the end, I mean, this was probably my second favorite, the vampires thing here. And I mean, you could play co-op. Burley, we got to play this, man.
Oh, I have this on Steam. I bought this last year on Steam.
On Steam, yeah.
And on the deck, this thing is addicting because I'll say, I'm going to play just until I die once and then go. Uh-huh. And then you start getting achievements. You start unlocking more and more of the game. It's like, okay, I'm like, okay. And then I realize, oh shit, my deck's battery's about to die because I've sit here for 3.5, 4 hours.
August 17th, man. We got to play this. Yeah. Cause you know me, I'm into those arcade style type of games. Yeah.
Well, it is a lot of fun. It's very arcadey. Yeah. And Reaper says, I can relate to that.
Yes. I mean, it's just like Smash TV, on steroids. Yeah. So, and this one, man, I mean, I have to admit, cause we have a lot of, my mansion building here is like close to a park, and we have a lot of pigeons in that park, and just seeing all these pigeons in this, it just yeah.
You're getting behind this game where you're shooting them right now. With the
exactly, yeah. But out here in Japan, if you actually shot a pigeon with a slingshot and it died, you'd probably get arrested for it. So, yeah, it's crazy, but I mean, cute nonetheless. I mean, I'm sure a lot of kids will want to play this. So.
At end of October, so
yeah, October 31st. Yeah. Reset, yo. So
yes. Now this is done by the people that did Sonic Mania.
Yeah,
actually, Christian Whitehead. and
Mhm.
he's done a lot of good stuff. So him to see something that isn't Sonic based
Yeah.
but has the kind of feel of it,
Mhm.
that this looks interesting to me.
Yeah.
This I can't remember if we know when this one is coming out.
I'm trying to look here.
I think
Where's it go?
it's next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And like they say, like you can do time attacks on the levels.
Mhm.
So you can just you can play the way you want. Find stuff in the levels, explore everything, or just try and rush through as fast as you can.
Yeah. Early 2024. Yeah. So. Yeah. And then here we go. Mario Kart Deluxe, the booster course pack.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's pack.
Yep. Yeah.
So yeah, I forget where this track's from,
Mm-hmm.
but this looks like a lot of fun. And we got PD Piranha from Double Dash coming in.
Yep. And we're going to see later here, there's like an event coming in Seattle that, you got Mario Kart 8, like competition stuff as well. So, yeah.
I do like that with the Wiggler. When you do
Mhm.
hit him, he goes red and does his little animation. So
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah, so we're getting new characters. And
Wave 5.
but the thing is, just didn't give a date.
Yeah, just summer.
I know you're not happy with the characters that we're getting, Z, but I think we still have 2 more slots left for new characters. So we can hopefully we get some more characters. Like now, this was something I've been wanting for a while because we got the first game they ported to PS4 and Nintendo Switch a few years ago. I played this on the original
Star
PSP,
Ocean.
Star Ocean 2 on PSP back in the day. PS1 game.
Yeah,
So,
HD 2D remake of Square Enix classic sci-fi RPG. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, this is a really good game. This is probably the best of the Star Oceans. I haven't played a lot of them, but this one is better than the first. Yeah. It's and the story is really good. This is something I'm really looking forward to. It's coming in November though, so it's like
November 2nd.
Like the timing of all these games coming. It's like, what do I buy? What don't I buy?
Right.
But this is one. It's one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
And like they're HDifying it, but still keeping like the pixel style. So you're getting, I feel, kind of like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, well, it's interesting in this direct. I mean, a lot of these games are like HD remakes, which is interesting. I mean, it was a mix of HD remakes as well as new games coming down the pipeline. So I think it was a good mix of both, which made a very good direct here. So yeah, November 2nd. Yeah. So
and it is coming to all the other platforms.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah. And Wario, of course. Yeah, we get Wario as well. So,
which, but it didn't surprise me. We're going to get another Wario minigame collection thing.
Yeah,
I know these things have been huge and have done very well.
Yeah.
Not my thing, but if you're into these kind of games, great.
Yeah. So, it's like your typical, like a.
See, I love this, and then they just add
exercise
Mario
with it. Yeah. Get it together, WarioWare. Yeah. So, move it. Yeah. So. Yep. So puts the emphasis on the Joy-Con motion controls and over 200 micro games. Yeah.
I would have thought something like this would have been earlier in the Switch is lifestyle, but they're showing with all this direct, they're still giving the Switch life support and all that. So be interesting. 2024 is going to be really interesting for the Switch.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's the speculation of the new Switch, coming. Yeah. So anyway, here's the Nintendo Live 2023 in Seattle, obviously. So. And there's going to be the competitions. It's almost kind of like an Evo style event. You're going to be able to play Splatoon. Of course, you're going to be able to play Mario Kart Deluxe 8, of course, and Smash Brothers Ultimate. So yeah, on September 2nd there. Yeah. So yeah. So it's cool that they're doing this, so in Seattle, so in September. So
Yeah.
so the registration for of course the first wave is already finished, but yeah, and then of course PAX West. You can go to paxwest.com. So June 25th, July 16th. So July 16th and August 6th are the next Challenge Cups. So
Yeah.
so that's good that they're doing this. And then of course we get the final part of the direct here and the new Mario game. So of course earlier in the show, of course, we got the the Mario, of course the 3D, but yeah, this one, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. So
Yes.
2D Mario, but still, I mean, it the art style in some of this reminds me of Rayman as well. So, but
Okay.
yeah,
But this I really enjoyed, because this doesn't look like this is one of the new Super Mario Bros. Game series, where for Nintendo for a while got lazy on those.
yeah,
They got, because they did the Wii one. First was the DS, then the Wii one, and then the Wii U one, which is like, we just added one gimmick to it, and didn't really do much.
Yeah.
It's nice to see them. You can see with all the different power-ups here, and just got elements of the classic and adding stuff with the whole Wonder Seed and the new power-ups. This is something I'm actually really looking forward to. I actually bought on the Nintendo eShop. I pre-ordered this because I used the game voucher for this and Mario RPG.
Mm-hmm.
And you've gotten a bunch of different characters here. You're getting Daisy in there.
Yep, Princess Daisy, playable Princess Daisy. Yeah,
I'm just waiting until they eventually reveal Rosalina. Like
yeah.
I was surprised we didn't get Rosalina.
Yeah.
But I love
Yeah,
that
and
with
the
hat
and the
you're
and the Wonder
holding.
Flower. Yeah, the Wonder Flowers are cool. Yeah. So
Yeah, cool little power ups and
Yeah.
just changing stuff. So this is going to be a lot of fun, and it's playing off the good style of 2D Mario, changing things up.
Yeah.
Adding new elements.
Yep, comes on October 20th.
Same day as Spider-Man. Spider-Man
Yeah.
for me gets priority. Sorry.
Yes. Me too.
I nothing against you, Mario, but Spider-Man takes priority. And then here they just end here with this.
Yeah.
So
the
elephant
Elephant Mario. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, this was something, and they don't give you much. Literally show you just him walking, knocking over a Goomba, and that's it. So later on in the year, we're going to get trailers showing you what the elephant power can do, and if there's any other power-ups.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it was a good direct, and it was really good direct. And with that last reveal, of course, coming on the 20th of October, just makes October just insane.
If you pull up the releases.com and see everything that's coming in October, it's like, it just stuff for a lot of stuff. It's all like within days of each other. Like, in the one span, it was like 7 days of each other. You've got Assassin's Creed Mirage, Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, Mario Wonder.
You figure some of these games they're gonna move, they're gonna flinch, and they're gonna wait. I mean, it's just I don't think I've ever seen an October this stacked. I mean,
no,
October's usually stacked, but I mean this stacked. I mean, it's gonna be incredible. We'll see, but
and the thing is, it's not even stacked with like horror games this year.
Yeah,
it's not as big as horror this year. This year, it's just so many different games.
Yeah.
Like, you got Alan Wake 2, and I know there's one or two other horror games in that month.
Yeah, but we don't have Resident Evil this year. So I mean, that would
no. We got Resident Evil in March. I think was it March or April this.
Yeah, but I mean, usually the traditional new Resident Evil would probably come like in October. So But
Yeah.
so. But yeah, so yeah, a lot of games. Yeah, I think that Mario game is going to be special, and then Pikmin 4 next month is going to be big as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, and like they said, of course, there are going to be more updates. So expect another Nintendo Direct probably. I'm thinking probably later this summer, probably late August, early September, probably, and we're gonna see. We're
Yeah,
gonna see more.
that will be the next big direct.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised we get a mini short direct.
Right.
Or a small indie direct coming
Right.
probably July or early August.
Right. All righty. So that was our topic of the show. Of course, going over the Nintendo Direct and the games that were shown at the Direct. Yeah. Hope you enjoy some of these games, or if you're going to play all of them. Let us know in the comments which ones you're going to be most looking forward to and playing as the year goes on into 2024. So we'd really like to hear from you on that. So. All right, so next up is, of course, our upcoming new game releases for the week of June 26th through July 2nd. Man, Burley, we're almost into July now. Yeah.
Where's the time gone?
Yeah, where's the time gone? Yeah, it's like, yeah. So anyway, this is, of course, from releases.com. For all of you video viewers, you can check out releases.com and check out all the games that are coming through the month of June and into July. And beyond that. But of course, I'm up first with our picks of the week and my pick of the week. And I have to warn all of you, this game trailer is quite graphic.
Uh-oh.
So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start
I'll
it for you.
cover my eyes.
Yes. So it's called Burnhouse Lane. And Burnhouse Lane, it's already on PC, but it's coming to PlayStation 4, PS5, Switch, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X on June 29th. Burnhouse Lane tells a story of Angie Weather, a 1 foot in the grave agency nurse, attempting to complete 5 impossible tasks in order to win her life back. Solve puzzles, make friends and enemies, run, hide, and fight in this dark adventure that'll take you on a trip to another world and back. So yeah, I mean, there's some pretty graphic scenes here. I mean, yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
The art style, and of course you're going with horror.
Yep. Oh, of course, man. Yeah, I love horror games. Yeah, but this is.
Oh, I know.
I mean, psychological horror, man. I mean, this is like psychological horror at its best. So yeah. Yeah, you're gonna see here in a second, but yeah, yeah, but like I said, it's already out on PC, and it's now coming to consoles from the creators of The Cat Lady, Downfall, and Lorelei. Yeah, so 95% positive reviews on Steam as well. So
wow,
yeah,
very good.
Yes, so yeah,
RageQuit.gr.
That's right. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to die. Yeah. Abandonment, salvation.
Salvation.
Nice.
Triumph.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it's pretty intense, man. Pretty intense. So anyway. Yeah. So Burnhouse Lane. Anyway. So that is my pick of the week. Comes out on June 29th. So, Burley, you're up next. What do you got for us? What's your pick of the week?
My pick of the week?
Yep.
Front Mission First remake.
Nice.
In the year 2090, the world's conflicts are fought using giant war mechs called Wanzers. Human Island, the only place where Ocean Cooperative Union, OCU, and the Unified Continental States, UCS, share a land border and the hotbed of conflict. An OCU reconnaissance platoon led by Captain Roy Clive is assigned to investigate the UCS munitions plant. They're ambushed by the UCPS Wanzer and trigger a series of events that plunge the whole island into war. So we've got this coming Friday, June 30th to PC, PS4, PS1, or PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series.
Boy, Burley, that's like during my time, man, back in the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a few years after I
but-
graduated from college. Yeah. Just a few years.
Yeah.
PS1 era.
So, well, I think this game, if I'm not mistaken, was originally on the
Or
PS1.
PS2, I think. It might have been, yeah.
Uh,
I don't remember. But anyway. Yeah, Front Mission. So anyway, Front Mission. Available in spring. Good stuff.
I don't know the trailer.
Yeah. So good stuff. Alrighty. Yeah. So up next we have just one more time, I just want to put the link down below for you video viewers. Of course, releases.com. You can check out our picks of the week there, as well as all the other games that are releasing for the week of June 26th through July 2nd, as well as beyond. So yeah, go and check out releases.com. All right, so next up, Burley, we have the Game Pass games that are, of course, the second wave of June into July. So what do we have for Game Pass?
You've got Need for Speed Unbound coming to cloud, PC, and Xbox Series through EA Play on June 22nd, which is already out. Bramble the Mountain King coming June 27th to cloud, console, and PC. Fist Forged in Shadow Torch coming June 27th to cloud, PC, and Xbox Series. Stories of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town coming June 29th to console and PC. Arcade Paradise console and PC July 3rd. Now some of these have the July ones as well in there.
Yeah.
Sword and Fairy Together console and PC coming July 5th. But you also got some DLC in-game updates. You got Fallout 76, Once a Blue Moon, which is now available. Halo Infinite Season 4, Infection, Elder Scrolls Online, Necron, available today.
Yeah.
You've also got some perks that came in. DC Universe Infinite, 90-day free trial. Hi-Fi Rush Team Play Costume Pack.
Nice.
Elder Scroll Online Dragon Slayer Mount. Battlefield 2042 New Dawn Field Kit.
Yeah, I highly recommend Hi-Fi Rush. For any of you who have not played that yet, you should go and play it. It's an amazing game. It's really cool. It's fun.
It is on my list.
Yeah.
Did you say Harvest Moon Friends of Minerals Town? No, I said Story of Season. I'm pretty sure I said Story of Season.
Yeah. No. So don't worry about that. Yeah. Cool. All right. And are there any games that are going to be leaving?
Yes, we do have a few games leaving on June 30th. GJ Max Respect 5, cloud, console, and PC.
So.
Oh, but because Z put it and says, "Oh, God, I love Harvest Moon." Actually, the original creator's Story of Season, which is more based on like the original Harvest Moon games.
Yeah.
So if you do like Harvest Moon, check out Story of Seasons.
Yeah, good stuff. Very good stuff. So, doing reviews of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, and our latest recap and review episode was from season 2, episode 2 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, called Ad Astra per Aspera. And in my opinion, it's probably the best episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. That's just my opinion. But anyway, please go and check out our, of course, recap and review of that episode, as well as, of course, we're doing recap and review episodes for Marvel Secret Invasion. So episode 1, Resurrection, is up on the channel now as well. I did a recap and review of that, so please go and check it out. So yeah, those are some of the other things. And of course, we're going to be starting The Witcher season 3 recap and review episodes for season 3. That's going to be dropping on Netflix on the 29th of June. The first part of the season, that is. So we're going to be doing probably an episode a week, recap and review of those as well. So we're really looking forward to doing that, and bringing those to you here on the Arena Productions. And just one last bit of news that we want to talk about is Of course, next week, we're going to be off next week, our podcast episode as well as our post show. We will not be recording one next week. We're going to be kind of on a vacation. Obviously, we're going to be doing all of our other content on the Arena Productions as well. But we will be back on July 8th for episode 138. And with that episode 138, it's going to be focused on Persona and Atlas. And we have a special guest joining us on July 8th for episode 138. And I'm leaving the link below for you all to her YouTube channel, Lady Virgilia. She is one of the best YouTubers when it comes to content related to Atlas and Persona. Please go and check out her channel. She is amazing, and she's got some great videos that talk about the Persona series as well as Atlas in general, as well as talking about the games and how they relate to Japanese culture. So she is going to be our special guest on July 8th. We're really, really looking forward to having her with us and talk about Persona and Atlas and the future of Persona as well. So we're really excited to have her on July 8th in 2 weeks. So yeah, please go and check out her content over on YouTube. And then please be sure to join us on July 8th when she comes on our show here. So we're really excited to have her. So Lady Virgilia is going to be our special guest then. So please go and check her out. Yes. So good stuff. Yeah. So we will be off next week. Of course, the podcast and the post show will be on vacation for a week, Burley.
Yeah,
A week of rest. But of course, the rest for the weary, doing Marvel and Star Trek and Witcher content.
Yep.
Yeah, and throw in that extra take Final Fantasy 16 video we're going to be doing as well. So. Excuse me. So yeah, really excited to bring you all the other content as well. So okay, so with that said, it's time to end the episode, of course, with our indie recording artist spotlight. So of course, each week before our outro with music, we talk about the information regarding our indie recording artist spotlight. So this week's spotlight is on Caleb Etheridge. Virginia-based cinematic composer Caleb Etheridge has embraced music as his passion from childhood. Inspired by legendary film composers like Hans Zimmer and others, he has focused his creative energies into orchestral scoring with an emphasis on ambient tones. He approaches film scoring based on the idea that the music and the image are a single expression and combine to enhance the emotional impact of the overall work. From his album titled Looking Up, and the song is called Depths of the Heart. So this has been The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast, episode 137. I've been your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burleman Gaming. I want to thank you all for being with us on this episode here on The Arena Productions, and we hope to catch you on July 8th for our next episode of The Arena Multi-Platform Gaming News Podcast, where our special guest will be Lady Virgilia, the YouTuber that, of course, does Persona and Atlas content. We're really looking forward to having her on the show. So anyway, take care, everyone, and we hope to catch you in the next one. And enjoy the outro. Peace out.
Bye, everyone.